Okay.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you now several techniques, 4, 5, 6 techniques about how to use this Photoshop document to lay out something interesting for your web page. It's a colored pencil. I'm selecting it in Photoshop using my polygon lasso tool and just giving it a wide berth. I have the feather set to 2 pixels, which will give me, not a super blurry edge, but not a hard edge either.
Okay, so in terms of conventions, every time you go into a new tool, do you want to go to your settings?
Every time you go to a new tool, you should take a look at your settings and see what they are.
Okay.
Because you might forget and have set this on something outrageous, and then you're going to be unhappy with the result unless you check it. So I'm going to copy that now, and I could do it with the menu item, copy, or the key command, Command-C. And now it's copied. Now I'm going to click over to this document, Earth, where I've already placed a Illustrator layer and have
the reference, and then layer 1 is our workspace.
Yeah, where I'm going to do my work. I can look at this again and see how the type is going to work with it later, but for now I want to focus on layer 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to paste. Now I know when I paste this artwork, because I've already tested it, when I paste it, it's going to be really big, and I'll talk about profiles later. I don't want to talk about that right now.
Okay.
And it seems like, where is it? Where's the artwork? Well, I've pasted something. Why don't I see it? Well, the artwork is so large that we're probably way over in the upper left-hand corner of the artwork. So if we switch now from the polygon lasso, which we were on, to our move tool, clicking to switch tools, and you start moving it up, you can see I was right.
Right.
I've used Photoshop before, so I know it's dropped it down in the upper left where there happened to be white. And now I've moved it over, and you can see it's big and it's awesome. And I'm going to save my document. File, save.
So is that one permutation?
Yes, that's one. I've just moved it into place.
Right.
Now I'm going to take this layer 2, and I'm going to copy it by dragging it, clicking on it, and just dragging it down to this little page icon here, and let it go. And now I have 2 of these, and I'm going to hide this one. So it's out of play. And if it makes you feel better, sometimes what I do is I put it underneath the other one because I know it's really hidden then.
Okay.
And then I'll select this one. Okay. The very next step I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to size it.
Okay. Now you wouldn't do that with the zoom tool, right? Because the zoom doesn't actually change it, but the zoom just changes your perspective on
That's
it?
correct. The zoom is a navigation tool.
Okay.
So what I want to do now is I want to size the artwork, which is very large. You can see the bounding box here.
Right. So do you go to the bounding box?
I'm going to go to Edit.
Scale? Okay.
And I'm going to do Transform. The layer is selected.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to transform scale. And you can see these are all the transforms.
Right.
So I'm going to choose scale. Now, in Illustrator, this is not the way you would do it. But in Photoshop, we do go to the menu. And you can see these are the selection handles. And I can be hovering over this corner and start dragging it. If I now invoke the Shift key, it will hold it or constrain it at its aspect ratio.
Right.
And now I'm letting go of the Shift key and just moving it with my move tool. I'm on this move tool, even though it doesn't look like it. And again, I'm going to come up to this corner, hold the Shift key down, and drag that. Now I'm going to rotate it. If I hover right near the corner, oh no, I'm lying. I cannot rotate with this scale tool.
But you can in Illustrator, right?
Yes.
Because it changes into that curved
That's
handle
true.
with an arrow on each end.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to hit the return key. So that sets the scale. And then again, I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, and I'm going to pick Rotate. And here's my handles. And I'm going to rotate it. Now, the truth is I really like it a lot, except I just want the whole leaf to fit in.
Uh-huh. No, I'm actually just taking questions now.
Okay.
Since we're recording.
All right, so now it's where I want it, and I'm going to hit the return key again. And I'm going to choose Edit, Transform. I'm going to go back to Scale. And I'm going to scale it from this corner so it just fits in.
Right, and you're not doing constrain.
I'm not now,
Yeah.
you're right. But I am playing with it a little because
Yeah.
I want it to feel cozy in there. All right. I actually think I'm going to rotate it. So I'm going to hit it again.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm
Back
going to
to
do
Edit, Transform, Rotate.
I like the way it's filling the space. Or I'm not going to overdo it. So I'll let you have more fun with it than that. So there, that's cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording.